to be a little different, I got the canned sweet potatoes. We're going to use the ranch dry mix, some carrots, and a little bit of oil. All right, now I did drain these sweet potatoes. Bowl here and a fork, because I thought. Because I thought I'll just put my own stuff in there. Well, there's a little bit of stuff. Okay. And on the carrots, you can either, if you have a whole carrot, you can shred it. I like these things, the little matchstick ones. I felt they might not work spreading on crackers, so I figured that's about 2 carrots. Shredded carrots if you kind of made them into carrot shape, whatever. And I just kind of chopped them up. Woo! And they flew all over. Which means they're nice and fresh and crisp. Or I have to sharpen my knife. Probably the latter. I was just about ready to take my knife down to the meat department to get it sharpened, because I figured if anybody could sharpen a knife, they could better than me. And I cut myself, and I thought, I'm not sharpening that knife. That'll teach it. All right, I'm going to mash these first, but we got these chopped up, and they don't have to be real fine. And they're real easy to mash just with a fork. If you want them smoother, you don't like the texture of it, you can certainly put it in your food processor or your mixer, or even with a handheld mixer, you could mix these up. Because it really doesn't take, they're pretty soft, it doesn't take much to mash them, or a potato masher. And I would say this is about getting to that question about how much is in here. Judging by the looks of this looks about the same as this. And this was, don't you think? Yeah. The same amount. So I would think this is about 2 pounds, what the equivalent of 2 pounds of sweet potatoes would be. Okay, there's our mashed, put our carrots in. And our dry ranch mix. Now I want to see how you like this. So after I tasted this, I thought, this is a little bit too different. But I thought, well, maybe I'm going to taste it again to see. I thought it sounded really good. All right, now you see it's not real smooth, so that's where the oil comes in. I'm going to just put, I don't even know, I would watch that on the oil. And maybe that's all we're going to put in. That's probably about a tablespoon. And then I'll kind of hold it all together. I did get this from a site that was using the different uses for the ranch dry mix. And I think this would be good for Halloween. And you could get a little hollowed out, one of those little pumpkins, and hollow it out and put this in. Yeah. You could. You know, you'd have to just watch. No, like I don't know how to judge how big this pumpkin is, you know, how much this is going to yield, or how much this is going to yield, or the difference in the pumpkin tastes. You know, because they've got, yeah. All right, so. A long time ago, I made a pumpkin pie from scratch with the pumpkin. And the pumpkin that they had me use was not like a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. It was like this big long thing. It was about this big on one end, and you know, and it had all bumps all over. And they said, "This is a pie pumpkin." I'm like, okay. And I thought, it's so much easier to get it from here. That, you know, yeah, it's hard to peel, and you know, I guess you could do it the same way you do any kind of squash type thing. Cut it in half, I guess, and you know, put it in a big, you know, depending on the size, putting it in a pan and putting it in your oven and roasting it that way. You know, once you took the seeds and stuff out. But I thought, I don't know if this is worth it. I mean, there's things that you like to do that are fun and unique and all that, and you know, you want to go the extra mile. Making a pie from a whole pumpkin isn't one of them. Do something else. Because then, you know, and I guess, I think we had at the time, we had a Foley food mill, so you had to like grind it, because I don't think you could put it in the food processor. I think it had to go into but that was a long time ago. Okay, so here we've got our little dip all ready to go with our little crackers by there. So.